Hi, my name's Pauline Mossick. I live on Tendover Drive at 980 going toward McDonald. I just want to make you guys aware of a couple of things that are going on, that wonderful construction that we're having. Our road is a dead-end road, and it is being used as an access road because they've made an access road through the woods to go up behind before going down the hill. We've gone from like 6 cars on a busy day, because it's a dead-end street, no one goes up there with the people who live there, to probably between 100 and 150 to 200 cars. A couple weeks ago, me and my one neighbor, we asked the guys to slow down. There's kids, there's us, there's animals, and a lot of them have. I'm not going to say they have, because some of them have, but a lot of them have not. On last Monday, the 26th, one guy was flying up the road because he was late for work. He hit my dog and killed it. My dog was not on the road, he was in my yard. He didn't even stop. So, another friend of mine went down, it's fake construction. Another friend of mine went down to fake construction trailer with my son, because my son witnessed all this. And they talked to Rich, I think it's Joe Dowell's his name, and Brian Carr. If those two went down there and talked to them, they came up Friday and talked to me and my other neighbor, Betty. Rich, he's awesome. He wants to help. They put a stop sign in, and he said he's going to post people to have them slow down. I know we can't stop progress. I get it. Everybody up where I live does. All we ask is, we live there. Have common courtesy. Like, what's going to happen? There's children up there. Like, is a child going to get hit next? Because those guys, they're in big trucks. There's big water trucks, fuel trucks, logging trucks, pickups, cars, you name it. Any kind of vehicle comes up and down that road. I lost my dog, who was my buddy, and I'm sad about that. But God forbid one of us or a child gets killed next. Like, I think, and the police were totally awesome. John and Sean were awesome. They were totally great. But like, I don't know if we could put in maybe speed bumps or have the police monitor it more, come out there. I don't know.
What's that, Chief, did you have anybody up there?
Well, as a reminder, I know Dawn and I talked, I know you talked to them, and there's a complaint process. I would probably put that back on Faye Construction. I know you guys have an agreement with them. We need to put some pressure on Faye. I don't have a problem contacting our contact. They can actually put people up there to monitor traffic. We can work on that.
Rich said that's what he was going to do. He said he was going to do it at change of shifts. And there was a guy up there today on daylight shift.
Well, I'm even talking, we'll do that for the police department, but we also want to contact Faye. Because for example, like Range Resources, and they spoke about that earlier, they will provide people there if there's an issue with speeding, because they do want to control it up there. So we've had several meetings with the first responders with Faye Construction. I have a contact, and I also provided the township with one too. But I'll go ahead and make a phone call for you and follow up with them and see if we can come up with some type of monitoring, whether it's a radar sign, slow down, and try to enforce it a little bit better.
People up there at change of shifts. And like I said, he's the first guy, honestly, in Faye Construction that's been halfway decent. Who actually seems to have a heart and cares about the people who live up there. I mean, like I said, I know I can't stop progress. I just don't want a child getting killed, because there's kids up there. My granddaughter's up there, my neighbor's granddaughter, there's kids in the neighborhood that go up there, like, and ride their bikes. I mean, it's summertime, that's what kids do.
Well, would you make sure, if that Rich keeps to his word, I mean, keep in touch with the chief so that we know?
Rich actually gave me his cell number, and I have
Yeah, I'll actually follow up with them, and they promised us in the meetings that they had with us that they want to make sure they take care of the complaints. And they also wanted to address any kind of issues up there, safety-wise, and I think that's one of them.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a big issue.
Absolutely.
And I know, like, everybody's not an animal lover, but, like, what if that would have been the child instead of my
Absolutely,
dog?
it doesn't matter.
You
It
know,
shouldn't happen.
and that's what I'm worried about. Like, what if it's one of us crossing the road? And what they do is they fly up our road to get a running start for the gravel road. And that's exactly what they do. And, okay, so, but you don't have to do that. You just have to go slow. Oh, we're going 25, 30. No, it's a dead-end road. It's not a 25-mile-an-hour road. None of us who live up there go 25 miles an hour. And like I said, we went from like 6, max 10 cars a day to between 100 and 200. That's a big, big, big jump.
And this goes until 1, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. from 5:45 to 20 to 6 in the morning till all hours. It's totally, it's nerve-wracking. How would you like full-size pickup trucks tearing up your road, hitting the gravel, and everything's rattling?
I mean, it's
When you've gone from quiet to living on 79.
Sean, what can the private guys do, look, on our part of the road?
Well, I don't want to put this back on Dan, but I know the township has agreements with Turnpike, and we can address those times. But to enforce it, I would believe the township would have to put restrictions on that project. Maybe Dawn seems like he's ready to
But
answer.
I'm not really talking about that, I'm talking about, why don't we put vascular lines on our part of the road, have our police set up there once?
The site distance, what and she could probably agree with me, it's not going to work for us. Because again, we use the speed device.
Yeah.
So they're going to, just our presence is going to help, but we cannot be there, and she could agree to that. So I think what we're looking for is, the construction company has the radar signs, the equipment to monitor that, but I believe they'll also have the staff to go up there and make sure these trucks are not violating anything.
So they'll go after their own
Company.
employees and their own
Absolutely, yes, they, when we were talking to Fay Construction, and there's a process, and of course, if I could get involved, which I will, to let them know that they need to bring people up there to monitor that. And
Like I said, Rich said he's going to, there was one guy up there today at the beginning of the shift. at
when
like
did you
6,
talk to Rich?
Friday.
Okay,
He
all right.
told, and honestly, like I said, he's been awesome. He's the first guy from Fay Construction that actually, like, cares.
That's who we usually talk to.
Yeah, and he is. He's a project manager. He's great. But, you know, I mean, it's just, I just don't want anybody else getting hurt, someone getting killed, maimed, or anything like that. Like,
Yes.
and it's an issue. Like I said, there's hundreds of cars up and down that road now.
Yeah, we're gonna
All right, he
need,
did
we're gonna
say
need
he'll
assistance.
contact him on your behalf to make sure he does follow what he said.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need the assistance of the construction company, so we'll talk to them.
All right.
All right.
And another issue up there with their dynamiting. Last Thursday, I was home for this dynamite blast. My neighbor Cheryl, I was at work when the one before that, a few weeks before that. I felt the shock wave before I heard the blast. The whole hill up on Dover Drive shook. My sister-in-law from Florida called me Sunday and wanted to know what the hell was going on up there. Her best friend that lives on 980, 3 houses down on the right-hand side from Dover, posted on her Facebook that she felt the blast wave and her house shook. Am I going to have, are we going to all have structural damage?
They come in.
No, nobody. Rich asked us if anybody had showed up to talk to us and give us papers to explain to us what was going to happen. Nobody, not a soul. There was nothing left and nobody talked
Dan, can you help
to any
with
of
that?
us.
Well, I mean, they have to follow the state guidelines on blasting. If they're within a certain distance, they have to provide a pre-blast survey of the project area.
Right,
And I'm
Rich
familiar
told
on other
us.
parts of the turnpike where they've done that. So let me check into it. We have some contacts related to that.
If not, then it becomes a legal issue if you can't find that out for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are we going to prove structural damage on our homes after they're dead and gone with this project?
But especially since they didn't do a pre-blast inspection.
Exactly. Rich said that they were supposed to inspect all our homes up there.
And he said they're moving down. I guess they were up further, but he said when the last several blasts have been like down towards our way more. So I guess they did the ones where they started at, the structural, the assessments, but they never addressed.
Our engineer said he'll try to help with that to see if he can get them to find out if they were required to have done the pre-blast.
Tom, I think it's 1,000 feet. I remember attending a meeting in the spring down there and jotting that down. Everybody that lived within 1,000 feet of that blasting area is to be notified and have that inspection done.
Well, we're over 1,000 feet.
Yeah, we're
We're
over
at 1,000 feet, so if they're hitting the amount they should be blasting, you shouldn't be feeling it.
Right, right. Yeah.
the, do 3 charges instead of one big one.
That's what Faye said at the Turnpike Commission meeting in the spring down, I think it was Barnettstown and Babington down that where. Yeah, I think you were there, Bill. You was there.
They can set seismographs and determine whether, you know.
That's what they said they were gonna do today, but they didn't do it.
Yeah,
Because
typically.
he said they moved on towards our house and we wanted, you know, to monitor because none of us, they weren't supposed to do it, I guess.
They're moving away from your house though now.
Pardon me?
Apparently they're moving away from your house now.
No, they're moving up
towards
towards
our-
us, they're coming up the hill out of the
Yeah,
knoll.
sure, you, see
I'll
if
find
you,
out about that.
maybe you get a, response.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna give a solution to solve part of the road problem. You know, some of the cars have, they're not all pickups going up there on 4 drives. They got number 3-inch stone in them. So they have to keep moving or they can't get up through. So they need to consider paving 20 feet of it so their guys don't kick the stone. Hey, they kick that stone, if somebody's car's in there, one of them stones can go hit a car because they fly.
They're just big.
Yeah, they're
And
huge.
they're flying 10 feet away from where they're off the road when they're kicking them out. So, for, you know, as much money as Turnpike can spend, paving a small area so the guys don't have to do this is an easy way to solve problems.
Right.
Then try that too with them since you're gonna be seeing them, both issues of
You
blasting.
know, I mean, that's just an easy way to solve problems before someone's car's sitting up there. You know, her car's sitting there,
My son says, yeah.
and that, before somebody flips a stone, dead in the door, or goes through a windshield,
Have them pave a construction access road, just like Range is doing for the well pad. Have them pave 50 feet, 100
Right,
feet.
exactly.
right, and that would solve a lot of problems.
Is that on a hill break there, or?
Yes, it is.
It's
So could it be choked out with a smaller?
They didn't choke some, they didn't choke it enough, because the reason they didn't choke more is when it rains in, they're gonna push all the fines down the road,
Right.
and the whole road will be covered with stone.
Pave it.
So that's the problem right there, that's why I said, you know, as much money we're spending up there, like you said, 50 feet of pavement solves a lot of problems.
I agree.
So, hey, that's just a suggestion to solve problems. Okay, hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan, also.